wrapping up here on pre-market prep. Last comments from Joel before he gets out of here. All right, last comments from Joel. What are we looking at?
I mean, the high of the day's in. And I think,
all right,
the high of the day's in, and Dennis said they're going to be buying the dip here. I don't see any place to buy the dip here. I would not be. Where do you buy the dip?
Joel, you're putting words in my mouth here. I didn't say that they're coming. I said I would be buying a significant dip. I'm not talking about 411. I'm saying I think at this point in time, my bear thesis. So let's just go bigger picture here.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell we're going in the next 10 minutes. Nobody knows. This is going to chop around. But I think what I have to say here today is that my bear thesis, my overall bear thesis, has a lot of holes in it.
Mm-hmm.
So as a trader, it's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay wrong. We are all going to be wrong. So I think with my 65% cash holdings, it's still that high. I think on a significant pullback in the S&P, which I think we're going to have earnings coming, different things, I think I have to be looking to put some of that capital to work. I think Mitch has a good idea with Marvell. Hasn't even went yet. And maybe it's not going to go. Maybe it's just the dog. Maybe it's going to go straight down. The PE24 scares me a little bit. I'll probably stay away just for that reason. But I think you've got to start looking. If you're sitting with a lot of cash, I think you've got to start looking at some areas to put some of that to work.
And then that area, and I'm just talking about today in the pullback. I think that area, if you're looking to deploy cash, you should wait for 4,100, and that's 60 handles lower. So that's where the major support is in the market, and the major resistance still remains at the high of the move, 71.75, and throw that in with today's high. So the major support, if you're looking to buy the dip, long-term portfolio, 4,100.
And again, somebody's going to say, and they'll tape me on this conversation, Dennis Dick got bullish at 412. Now, I'm saying I'm preparing that if we get a pullback, I'm buying. I'm not buying the S&P at 412 here right now. I think we're going to go into earnings season. There's going to be different opportunities. I don't just trade indexes. I rarely trade indexes. I think you're going to get some pullbacks in some stocks, and maybe that's an opportunity. I mean, American Airlines warns here today. Maybe that's an opportunity. Maybe that dip gets bought. Its rates sitting on the lows. I mean, you could take a flyer on AAL here. You got a good tape. 1370 is the low of the move. You could go down to the 1336 match. I mean, we didn't get to this, but American Airlines came out 7:30 this morning, guided the EPS a little bit light, and that's why AAL is trading down here this morning. If you really think we're going into this rah bull, airlines are probably a buy if we're going to keep going. This. Again, I'm not going all in. I'm still cautious. Still going to be I'm still trading it cautious, trading it tight, trading it market neutral. But I think you're going to get opportunities to buy on pullbacks here. So I don't buy rips. I'm not buying the S&P up at 412. SPY. But I would buy some stocks on dips. Maybe American Airlines today. Maybe it's interesting. Again, have yourself, you're out. Know where your contingency plan is. Don't get stuck holding the bag in some of these things. What else are you looking at? I like your Marvell idea. You got any other ideas there, Money Mitch?
That's probably the tech stock that I see. Yeah, I've been keeping a close eye on that Micron and Marvell. I saw when Micron took off first, and then Marvell followed. So now I'll be looking to see if Micron can stay strong. If Micron can stay strong, I think Marvell can play a little bit of catch up. So that's what I'll be watching there. But let's run through some of these names that I got here. You let me know if you think, if you kind of like it, kind of don't. Remember, we'll do a little bit of a quick run through here on some of these names. Let's run through it. Tesla. I actually like it.
No, I just Tesla again.
I like the reversal on today's action, just because
it's doing what it's moving with the Kathy and the ARKK. So it hasn't run like Microsoft and Apple has. So that's the one good thing. Again, I'm just staying away from Tesla because I think competition's coming. So I'm talking longer term here right now, not as trade. So Tesla not touching.
For me, I just recently shorted this stock, made some profit again, and now I'm already looking to flip. So that just goes to show you how quickly Tesla can also flip back to the upside.
And you've got to be willing to change your opinion. That's what makes a good trader is the willingness to change their opinion, not letting the opinion, I'm right. And you got Peter Schiff bearish for 20 years.
20 years, exactly. Yeah. What about semiconductor equipment stocks like ASML and Lam Research? Those are higher price names, but they are holding up.
They've all
here.
held up very well.
Yeah, they've held up pretty
Yeah,
well. I
all the
mean,
chips. I mean, again,
a little bit extended though.
you know
from
what the
where
biggest
they came.
problem is coming all in on this market here right now is that we're
Mhm.
in earnings season. You know, it'd be nice to see a couple companies report good earnings, and I'm not talking the banks.
We still haven't gotten the bad earnings, really, right, Dennis? I would say, yeah, we've gotten some scares in the earnings, but we haven't really necessarily gotten horrible.
We haven't even got into it. We haven't got into it yet.
Well, I'm saying
So-
the past two quarters.
Oh, it was
We
fine.
came
The
in
earnings
it.
were
We
fine.
came in it, but so bearish though.
Yeah.
Remember, every time we come into these earnings seasons, we're like, man, dude, we're gonna see atrocious earnings, and then they just come in line because they lowered the bar.
I don't know if we were fully on atrocious, but I think we were definitely looking for more weakness. And
yeah, we were
haven't seen
looking
any
for
weakness.
especially like forward guidance.
The consumer has stayed strong. There is
That's
no
for sure.
doubt this consumer has been unbelievably resilient in the face of higher rates. And that's why I still feel like this inflation fight is not over yet. But I mean, the numbers were good today.
I have a good one to watch today. Goldman Sachs. Why do I want to watch Goldman Sachs? Because they have a tendency of running into their earnings, right? They report next week, but definitely I think this is an important outlook to keep an eye on for the banks. This is one that I was talking about. Would we get back above this kind of 330 level? There was a lot of resistance right above here. We just got through that kind of with this action here. So I'm going to watch Goldman Sachs to see if it takes off today. I think UBS actually stepped up to the plate and put a buy on them. But I don't know how much you want to trust that one. But definitely I'm going to be looking to see if these banks can get a little bit of a run today. Because if the banks run, that's when I'll start feeling even more confident to the upside. So I'm watching like a JPM today, Bank of America, names like that.
We want to see the banks start to show life.
Yes, if they start showing life, big green bar to the upside, a sign of confidence, that would probably give tech a little bit even more confidence that we're not going to see that heavy turnaround. Of course, we can go through more names. Today, we're going to do kind of just a quick overall talk. Like always, you guys can keep up with all the action that we do. Definitely check out, of course, Dennis Dick on Twitter. And you guys can check out TradeZero for some extensive short locates. And, of course, you guys can check the 3 months of TradeZero's flagship software, Zero Pro here.